He said, basically, my light shines way too bright to not be seen. And I was like, ooh. Hey, beautiful people. It is Ari here from My Healing Prescription, a soft place to land for all things healing, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. And now we are about to get into that bag financially. Okay. So this is day 8 of my 30-day Why Not Bloom challenge. And I just want to say we made it. 1 week in. This is 7 days of working my butt off to test my creativity, to push me to the limit. And I've been doing that for 7 days. Now, this video is going to be kind of relaxed. It's going to be me giving you the real tea on how I've been feeling about this 30-day challenge that I challenged myself to do. So let's get into it. As you all know, and if you don't know, if you are new here, I created this channel for all things healing. And this time around, I want to tap into the financial aspect of healing because I don't necessarily have a negative relationship with money. My issue now is how can I put myself in position to receive money? An open position, right? Now, normal people be like, just go get a job. No, I'm not normal people. Okay. And you aren't either if you are watching this fully and thoroughly. So I've done the affirmations, right? I've done the money affirmations. I've been speaking to myself kindly. I've been prepping myself to be prepared for the money that is coming in. But this time around, I wanted to prep my mind, right? I wanted to prep my mind as far as the discipline aspect of it, because I do not like structure for some reason. I do not like schedules. And I believe that this type of challenge is really good for me because it has been forcing me to step into that creative genius space. And usually I honor my self-care. I honor myself in ways of, if you don't feel like doing it, sometimes you don't need to do it. But this time around, I needed to honor myself and say, you have goals. This is where you are trying to be. I need you to make strides and steps towards being that person. So this time I wanted to test my creativity, push myself past the limits to see how disciplined I could really get if I really lock in. And so far, I'm loving the results. And I also love the fact that I'm not allowing myself to get burnt out. That's not the goal. And I will let y'all know if I'm getting burnt out, if I feel like I'm crawling on my hands and knees to finish this challenge, to finish any of these videos, I will stop doing this challenge because that's not the purpose. The purpose is to stay in an open space of receiving, right? To be able to be in a position to receive the money, to know what to do with the money, and to also be content with what I receive. And this challenge has been helping me tap in. I'm talking all the way. I've been learning so many new things. And so I want to get into all of that. So my wins, I do want to, got to give myself my kudos. I want to celebrate that, big or small, right? And one thing I want to say is I literally launched an Etsy shop in less than 48 hours. So I want to give myself kudos for that because that's a huge win. A lot of people have these ideas and they sit on them and don't do anything about it. I actually did something about it. So kudos to me. Another win, which is a big one, I ended up selling tickets to my Sip and Glow event that's happening August 17th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in North Aurora, Illinois. And I sold those tickets during content day. So I was in the middle of making content in my phone. Y'all know if you have Shopify, that Shopify ding, that money ding hits different in all areas. So I was really happy about that. So kudos to that. Okay. And shout out to you for buying them tickets because we love when people buy multiples. Okay. That Sip and Glow is about to be a time, and I love that for me. So that is a huge win because that's one of my money makers. You feel me? So it shows me that I'm actually putting in the work and seeing those results. Another thing is when I said I launched my Etsy store in less than 48 hours, I think that was around day 4. So right now it's day 7. So in about 48 hours, my store hit almost 50 views, and that was because of the SEO. Truly believe that Etsy has been pushing my content because of the simple fact that I allowed their AI to work, and I'm seeing if it's going to work. I'm trying not to edit anything right now because I want to see how much organic traffic is bringing. So that is another win for me. Also, my traffic has increased on all platforms. So On YouTube, obviously, I'm posting every single day, telling the algorithm, hey, I'm here. And then on Instagram, my Healing Prescription Instagram, I've been uploading not as much, but just showing them that I am activating the account again, showing them I'm getting active again. And those analytics have been going up. On my Glow with Flow page, I've been doing some content, not too much, but I've been reposting people's things in my stories, and that's been going up and getting some increase in views. So people are watching some of the old stories and old reels, which is great. And then on my personal page, I've been doing skits. I've also been promoting my sipping glows for Glow with Flow. I've also been promoting this challenge, and I've been getting a lot of attention for that as well on both personal Instagram and personal Facebook. So I've definitely in this past week have been getting a lot of compliments and a lot of, I see you. I'm so proud of you. You putting in work. And I also had one of my good friends message me saying, like, I see you working. And my thing lately has been, it's always good to be seen. And he said, basically, my light shines way too bright to not be seen. And I was like, ooh. Yeah. So I appreciated that for sure. So again, it's good to be seen. It's good that people are watching my stuff, watching my stories, watching my posts, liking my posts, watching my reels. It's a good feeling to have. Now, mind you, the support that I have been receiving, some of my numbers have gone down as far as the views on my reels, but I've been getting a lot of traction in other areas, more comments and things like that. So that's a win for me. That's actually a big win for me because, again, it's always good to be seen. So another thing that I want to tap into is my expectations versus reality of this 30-day challenge. Expectations, when it comes down to my expectations, I really thought that this type of challenge would have been exactly what it is, to be honest. Like, I really expected this challenge to be not easy, but not hard. And I knew it was going to be a task to push myself to post every single day. Like that's obvious stuff, right? And I also said that I was going to honor myself when it comes down to my self-care days, doing my self-care Sundays and things like that, which are important. And I'm learning that I'm honoring that. That's the reality. The reality is, if the schedule that I created, if I don't want to do something that specific day, I've been pivoting a lot, as in being okay with it's not going exactly how I wanted it to go. So let's rearrange this and let's change this up and let's do this today instead. And I've been doing really good with that. And as far as my self-care days, I'm honoring that. Like today was supposed to be another screen sharing day, but I really wanted to make sure I stuck with all of the 1 week update, 2 week update, 3 week update, halfway done, updates like that, because it's important for you all to see and track the progress, right? And track my mindset. This is like a mental health update. This is a 1 week update as far as how I'm feeling about the challenge and everything. So I wanted to be honest about where I was, because at the end of the day, y'all here to see me, y'all here to see progress. Y'all are also here to see what works and what doesn't. As far as my discipline goes, it's working. This challenge is working. It's pushing me because I've made a public declaration that I'm going to do this and that I'm going to finish it. So part of me and my pride is like, well, we got to finish. So we're going to finish. And I want to go into lessons learned about this entire process. It's only been a week, y'all, but I still learned a few things about myself and about the progress that I've been making. So the first lesson that I've learned is slow progress is better than none. I literally could have been doing nothing for this past week, but this week alone, I've gotten so much traction. I've done so many things. This is my second store that I've launched. I have over 13 active social media platforms right now to promote myself and to promote my products and to promote my events and things like that. So that's like mind blowing to me, first of all, but it's really dope that I'm pushing myself and trying, because at the end of the day, if this content stuff doesn't work, it's not because I haven't been putting in the work. This is proof. This is going to be 30 days of proof of me putting in the work. So that's number one. Number two, I would say my limit and my capacity changes in each season. So there are some seasons, specifically like winter blues or, seasonal depression. It's like you don't have the capacity for certain things because in that season, it's either in your mind or whatever, but in that season, you just don't have the capacity to do much of anything, right? But somehow and sometimes you find it to get out of bed that day, to actually go for a walk and work out instead, to go to the doctor and possibly start taking medication as far as antidepressants or whatever, like whatever the case is, you find the capacity. In this season, I have found the capacity and I have exceeded my limit and exceeded my capacity. Meaning a few months ago, I would have looked at this challenge as, As a matter of fact, a few months ago, I did look at this challenge and said, like, I don't want to do it this way. I want to rearrange it this way because I want it to be done in a specific way. So it seemed impossible for me to do it this way. Real time. Like I really thought I had to prep myself and do these videos ahead of time. That way I have enough time. This means no one knows that I'm creating this stuff. No one knows. Nothing. Is all me recording my stuff. Let's say if I recorded it in August and then I promoted it in September, 30-day challenge, just like as if I was doing, I had the plans like that, but sometimes things like that doesn't work for me. Because I'm going to keep postponing it because no one's holding me accountable. I have, again, made a public declaration that I'm going to finish it, so I got to finish it. So doing it live isn't one of the best decisions I could have ever made. So, again, my limit and my capacity has changed based on my season, the current season that I'm in. Another lesson that I learned is I really am who I think I am. And now a lot of people may look at this like, oh, she's being cocky. No, I'm really who I say I am and who I really think I am. I'm creative. This 30-day challenge has put me in a space to really test my technical skills, my tech, and my creative genius in my designing digital products. It's testing me to the limits because I have to get it done. And I'm not going to do things that's unattractive, that doesn't look good. Like Full Bloom by Flo on Etsy looks good. That stuff looks good to me. Like I feel like I really did my best work. Everything is aligning. It's not just no BS work to just put out and show y'all, hey, I did something. No, I'm taking my time, putting care into it, putting thought into it, and actually putting out quality work while being in a time crunch. Who knew, right? Who knew I could do that? By myself, mind you. I did a 30-day challenge with my sister for our podcast, Life with C and Ari, and that was a team effort. She was doing thumbnails. I was doing SEO and stuff, trying to figure out what we should say in our videos and things like that. Then we brainstormed what those episodes were going to look like. It's different because that's a team. I'm literally learning how to do all of this by myself, showing you all that is possible. Not just telling y'all, I'm showing y'all that it's possible. So that part about being a creative genius is pushing me and testing me, and I'm doing a great job. Another thing is I really am who I'd say and think I am as far as my self-care enthusiast era. I'm really making sure that I honor myself, honor my body, honor my mind, honor my spirit when something feels off about the videos that I'm about to create. When I'm feeling tired, like I don't want to do something, I'm pushing myself as far as, well, can we get it done? How much time in a day do you have? Let's try. If you can't get it done, let's honor that. If you really don't have like the feeling, don't force it. And I haven't forced anything. Everything has been, I want to get this done because it's a challenge, but I'm also not burning myself out. And for those of you who do not know, I have a small business, Glow with Flo, self-care movement, skincare brand. And that self-care movement piece is so important to me. And I want to make sure that I'm living that and I'm not just telling people how cute it is. No, I want to make sure you all see me and see it in real time and not just something that I'm preaching to the mountaintops, but not practicing behind closed doors. And last but not least, I definitely want to talk about my game plan for week 2. So when it comes down to my Sip and Glow event for Glow with Flo, I'm definitely looking to get more sales, more ticket sales. So I'm going to promote more on email marketing, social media, reels and content, and also sending out text messages with my subscribers as well, because the goal is to start getting a head count so I could be more prepared for my event on August 17th. Okay. Next, I want to make sure that I do as much as I can along with the Etsy AI SEO to get my first sale with Full Bloom by Flo on Etsy. So I'm definitely going to do a Pinterest board, attach that to my Glow with Flo Pinterest, and I'm going to create a blog about it, and I'm going to attach that to Glow with Flo as well. Yeah, that's the plan. So week 2, I'm definitely going to be dropping a lot of gems just like I did in this first week. So stay tuned, y'all. Are you in this with me? Talk to me in the comments. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't done so already. All right. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.